We live in a culture that's aggressively isolating us from one another, and we need to fight that.
Our lives end up being so busy and so noisy. We need a place like Mission Springs to get away and hear from God.
Because I think getting away from the busyness of life is more important today than ever before. A place like Mission Springs gives us the opportunity to go back to what's really the right sort of food for ourselves, where we can be with people who know us. We can meet new people and develop relationships that are as deep as they're supposed to be. You drive across this bridge, or the two bridges now, and parents just automatically feel, and they're right to feel this, they can just leave their kids. All the time I hear parents, every year I hear parents say, I don't know where my kids are, and I'm okay with that.
And there's this sense that once you're over the bridge, that's kind of a boundary for you, and on the other side you're safe. You know, as kids we could run around and do just about whatever. It's like, you know, you start to relax as soon as you get across the bridge.
Mission Springs sits on about 300 acres. It's an amazing, amazing place.
Every time I come to Mission Springs, I'm absolutely filled with hope because I see God change so many lives.
There are other places that you can go to that are beautiful like this, but there's something special about Mission Springs in what God has done here.
It's a beautiful place, that goes without saying. And you have the opportunity to really shift gears from whatever you're doing into a very special place.
It creates opportunities for worship. If they need some personal time, personal space to make things right in their heart, to get to know God in a new way. Because where else do people have a chance to come and enjoy God's creation, to have that chance to build strong community, to form new relationships, to strengthen old relationships, to learn about God's Word. Mission Springs is a place to gather.
That sense of community. I experience it here when I see people I haven't seen for 2 or 3 years, and it's, you know, there's warmth and connection. They remember my daughter. They remember conversations we had. They've been praying for me. Wow, that's incredibly meaningful.
The way the conference center is located, the way it's sort of set up, it really encourages community. There's a central area for us. There's beautiful grass. The kids can play. The lodges are sort of placed around. Another key component of our program at Mission Springs is outdoor education. We serve kids from 4th through 7th grade. We serve about 4,000 students a year.
When they arrive at the camp and they get off of the bus and they step out amongst the redwood trees, these giant redwood trees, you can just see the transformation beginning right from there.
It's just an amazing opportunity that we have through our staff and our naturalists to work and to teach and to share this amazing place in God's creation.
One of our 5th graders, their parents had just been deported and they left her here because she had been born here. She had been going through depression, and from the time she got off of the bus and looked at the redwood trees, things started to change. And then being able to spend time with her friends 24 hours a day, just talking and being nurtured by her friends and seeing new things, it was quite an experience for her that she said she will never forget.
Megan, put 2 feet. Go!
Well, I made a lot of new friends this week. In my counselor, I became more close to her, and then I learned to trust my friends a lot more.
One thing that I will take away from this camp is worship, because you don't just have to sing to worship. You can play sports or just do really anything to worship God.
I'm gonna pray a lot at home, and I do dance and soccer and basketball, and I'm gonna worship God through that.
I learned that we forgive others because God forgave us.
It's a place where people have experienced significance in their lives, God's touch.
The most important decisions I've made in life have come at a camp setting just like Mission Springs.
Just about every significant decision that I've made in my life feels like I've made it here.
It's a place where people can get prepared to go back to what they may have to face when they leave this place. What we learn here should have an effect on what happens when we return home. The way we like to say it is, welcome to the mountaintop experience, the real world, and we want you to do as much as you can to take in while you're here. In a sense, be immersed, to marinate in God's Word, marinate in the community, so that when you return home, that continues to happen. God continues to minister even though you're not at Mission Springs. And it's here that we see Him perhaps more clearly, but it's there that He can use us more effectively.